Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a great day and y'all are ready for fun time shenanigans. It's ya boy. Doing the thingies with the thingies. Patch is tomorrow. Waiting for the dang UbiTubi to go live. There it is. Let's see if my audio's okay. Okay, audio seems to be alright. Oh no! Logged into play to say goodbye. Too late to say goodbye. Oh my. Time runner. Rip me. That's right. I bought a bunch of stuff the other day. I'm sure there was probably a couple things I probably could have, spent the rest of my badges or whatever on. I didn't realize it was over today. That's on me. No, it's like, here's bullshit that... Oh, okay, gives you like nice gear. Oh. Oh, okay. Look at me. Big damn hair. Cool. Okay, I need a weapon. Sword. Meh. It's fine. We'll just purchase a bank tab. We'll just purchase a bank tab. Gonna reload so I can purchase the bank tab. Annoying, but alright, whatever. Add-ons. What are you gonna do?
Work complete.
Okay. We're fine. That's all garbage.
Safe travel.
That's cool looking. I have that in my appearance.
Making a special purchase?
Just gonna sell everything. I don't need any of this crap.
Off and away.
Oh, well. I guess we'll do a starter build. Alright, let's actually go on to Wowhead and find out what the prot spec is. Okay. Okay. Raid. What's a bug? Why is I don't think maybe I just hold on. I think this. Nope. Weird. Nope, that is very weird. Okay, let's try this again. delete that. Delete that. Import. Something's going on. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Weird. Very weird. Okay. Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath. Did that one. Did that one. Cleanse, really? That's interesting. Oh, this is an old build. That would be why. This is an old build. That is not good. Because there's no drop down anymore like there used to be. That's not good. Okay. After image. Oh, well. Yeah, Guided Prayer is no longer there. Well, that's lovely. And when I say lovely, I mean not at all. It's kind of annoying, actually, but yeah, what are you gonna do? I'll figure it out. Okay. I should just import my other paladin's spec. Yeah, it's gonna fuck it up. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? I think this is updated for the pre-patch, and I don't want the pre-patch. Obviously. Yep. Okay, quick effects column. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, well, fuck. You know, we'll just go with the starter build for now. And we'll go with the Lightsmith, it looks like. And that doesn't really... should I write a sanction? Sanction? Masterwork? Shit, neither of those is on there. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, okay. Sure. Hammer and Anvil, Resonance Track, Hammer and Anvil. Neither of these are... Sure. Sure, why not? Apparently I learned Holy Bulwark. Holy moly, Bulwark. Oh, I got that. Okay, cool. And then write a sanctification. Okay, it's right there. I didn't really learn anything. Okay, it's fine. It's all fine. We're gonna go to do Molten Core really quickly. Not because I want any gear from there. Well, technically I do, but I want to see if I can get my. Actually, I want some of my other paladin. Let me get my other paladin first, because I'm gonna be pissed if like I get the bindings. I'm trying to get the bindings for like a decade, for like 15 years. At least my paladin, I used to farm it back in the day. Let's take off my. No, yeah, take that off. Okay. I don't have too many paladins. I have like 4 paladins, I think. Which is not a lot, if you think about it. It really isn't. I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, so it's fine. I don't think I've run it this week. I have not, so I'll go do car really quickly and Molten Cores. The Cores O Molten. I'll just send that to that guy. I think my. No. Okay, sorry, I just got extra stuff I gotta send out. There. Okay. I need to run there really quickly. Fuck it, no vendor nearby. Fuck it. It's fine. I ain't got time for that. Like, what up? I'm a shaman. I'm not actually. I'm a paladin. On a steel horse he rides. Okay. 652. It's not terrible. I do got shit trinkets, I think? No. Rings. Rings are shit. Most of my gear is okay. I think actually just I got a ring and a trinket. Or just a ring. That is like double trash. Like hoopty full of crap gear. Oh, okay. Wanted. Dead or alive. Hope that sticks in someone's ears. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna. Alright. Normal difficulty 25, but we can set it to 25. I mean, it's Karazhan, so you can't really set it to 25, but it's not going to be heroic. Gonna be real quick. Gonna run in, drop my mace a couple times. Sorry, drop my hammer a couple times. Like TT. I was like, who goes there? Nah. Rip. Double rip rainbow. It's okay. Sometimes you get it, and sometimes you don't. It does happen. Been farming for the. I've actually seen it drop twice in my lifetime. Once was in a raid, and it went to one of our healers, Sorsha, everyone's favorite Kiwi. And then the second time was I was farming it, and my wife at the time was just the girlfriend decided that she was like, "Oh, what you up to?" I'm like, "Oh, farming." She's like, "Oh, cool." My company was like, "I guess, sure." And then she came and it dropped. And she won it. And I was so pissed. Because I've been farming it forever and never saw it drop. And the night that she shows up, it drops. And I lose on it. I was so mad. Especially now that, like, they're like account bound. And neither of those two play anymore. What are you going to do, though? It's not a happy time. Not a happy time for sure. I'm not get mad at her. Or I could not, because she wanted to spend time with me, so. It's okay. Yeah. Right over to Black Rock Mountain. The mountain of Black Rocks. Okay, it's fine, fine. It's all fine. It's all probably fine. Okay. Oh, the OGs would just jump out the window. Wow. OGs that fit. You can't always jump out if you're a bigger class. Okay. Let's do this thing. Price about doing this at max level is I can just skip like almost everything. This is my the boo boo my daughter got me. I don't have a name for it yet. Should come up with one. I don't know. Like, there's plenty of names I could choose from, but I don't know that I want to pick anything right now. The only thing I pick is going to be silly. Did I ever end up getting the table saw? Okay, I got that. I got that. Cool. Ah, I need some corium. Primal fires, fire motes. Okay, I can definitely make that. I already did. I see blasting primers. The fuck? What do I even? I don't. Water. Ugh. I don't even have any waters. I think it was like Magrin. Oh no, I've been saved to this instance. Oh no, the tadpoles. Oh, I'm gonna just toss that. It's a shame. So I don't need it. The blazing room pet. Which is Corehound. Because I already have it. You might have 3 out of 3. And we got 3 out of 3. Because I spent a lot of time farming this damn instance. I wish I could look up and see how many times I've farmed this instance. Yeah. Okay. Good cucumbers. The cukes. Good healthy snacks. I don't have the Giant Stalker's leggings. Cool. I wish I could keep track of that. What molten core drops do I have? Well, having log on to individual classes, that's kind of annoying. It'll be a good time. Alright, Dungeons and Raids. Classic. I've only killed him 18 times. That doesn't seem right. Wow. Actually, it does, because I don't do a full clear. I didn't do a full clear for a long time. I still. So I should just go clear the stuff I need and fuck out. See, there's no stats for any of that stuff, and I definitely have done that stuff. Definitely killed Prince Malchezaar more than 9 times, that's damn sure. Yeah, all this stuff isn't right either. Like, this stuff is stuff that I've killed. I definitely ran Heroic Guard more than 11 times. Same thing for, like, all these stats are not right. I definitely killed a lot of these more, but... And I at least killed Hallian a couple times. At least once on 25, I think. Most people don't, because why would they? They don't need to. Only 18 Spine of Deathwing kills? I mean, that seems low. No bindings. Wah, wah, wah. Ah, let's get the hell out of here. That face. Okay. Maybe it's individual characters. Gotta be, because, like, I killed a bunch of these at least on normal. On my mage. So, yeah. The math ain't mathing right. What are you gonna do? Wow. Killed more humans than any other creature. Wow, on this guy. I don't really PvP on this guy. Should log on to my warlock and check and see how many he's got. Expensive bid on auction. That's gotta have been like the black market auction house. 9K. Yeah, only 99 bandages? No. I bandage myself all the time on my mage. Until bandages went away. Then you couldn't bandage yourself. But they're back now. But I still don't use them. I forgot. 200 quests complete on this guy. That seems low. Yeah, this is... Alright, so this is a visual. So I've only killed... I've only done 18 full clears. Multi-core. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Fly back to Stormwind, then switch to... Oh, Shaman. Not sure who yet. Ooh, this is not where I wanted to go, actually. It's actually the wrong way. So if you want to go to Black Rock Caverns, I know it wants to go to Big RC. No one wants to go there. Yeah. Well, what do I want to do? I don't feel like leveling. Let's get on my mage and go check my housing. And my stats, I guess. I should check my stats. Well, could be fun. Hey, Johnny Money, how are you, my guy? How was your day been? Hope you had a good day off. If you had a day off. If you didn't, well, womp womp, as the kids say. I'm doing alright. surviving. Patch tomorrow, so WoW will be down till like forever. Looking forward to Guild Endeavors. You don't get days off, really? Oh, that sucks. Sometimes they be that way. Yeah, you know, if you're busy, like it's like, yeah, you can't afford because then you get backed up. I get it. But having day off is always nice. Like my days off, because you know I don't really have days off. I look forward to just being able to sleep in at least past 7 in the morning. The world is watching. Okay, it's an interesting theme. Okay. Yes, there we go. My stats. So achievement stats are stupid. They should be like some of it should be for everyone instead of just individual characters. Died 6,800 times. That is a nice amount of deaths. From drowning twice, from fatigue 12 times, from falling 112 times. Hello, dog. It's a lot of deaths. Also, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Fuck, I was going on the housing. I totally forgot about that. Alright, fuck off, dog. I ended up down here and I was like, oh yeah, forgot to just press H and Hearth. Yeah, for sure. You know, there's some that terrible. Dude, I'm still salty. I was this close to getting the Immortal achievement for clearing Naxxramas with no deaths. And I'm so mad about it. Because we were clearing it just fine, and then someone, like one of the tanks, had lag on the last boss. And had a portal open up underneath it, and it killed him. And there was nothing we could do about it. And we never tried it again. Oh, so sad. Had the same thing happen. We almost did. We had heroic Trial of the Crusader 25. And we were, you know, there you would get like 50 out of 50 attempts or whatever. And if you could do 50 out of 50 attempts with like, they get like just pretty much a straight clear with, this is the outside of my house, by the way. I know. Well, it's kind of cool. I like it. I like it. Actually can go up the walkway. But yeah, so Trial of the Crusader, heroic. We were like on the last boss. We were like halfway done. And again, that one of the tanks DC'd and fucking thing opens up on the ground of him and died. And then it sucked because we couldn't do anything. Because once the guy's dead, that's it. You have to wait till the next week to do it. And we just never got lucky again enough to do it. Yeah, I don't really have a lot going on the inside of the house. Except for this room. This is my cool room. Check it out. Bam, look at my books. Yeah, I have a level 4. So I have like all the extra space available. I think I might have a little bit more space. I gotta go buy more of the books. The bookshelves, thankfully, are from the vendor in the town. So I'm gonna like do like books. I gotta figure out how to do like a starry sky or something above. I don't know. I don't know if you can do a starry sky, but that'd be kind of cool if you could. Yeah, I don't think you can. I guess maybe I could like do something like black and like flip it up and just have it on that and then just put like white dots on it. Huh. What vortex from Corazon? Oh yeah, dude, I don't think I have that. The hell's it called? Because that vortex would be kind of cool. There is actually like a thing. I think it's craftable. I wish I could see stuff that. It's like a crackling. I think it's like an engineering thing. I really wish. There we go. Maybe I can look through the catalog and sort out. Yeah, dude, there are some people that have done some amazing stuff, like both in the beta and in live or whatever. Someone made a fucking boat. I saw someone made maybe one of these would be kind of cool. But I saw something kind of like this one, but like it was vertical and it was really neat. But I don't remember where. Yeah, people are seriously creative. Like someone made a fucking TARDIS on the outside, and it looked cool as hell. I saw someone made how to, like they have a video on like how to make a toilet, which is hilarious. There are people that have done. I saw someone that made a Diagon Alley with fucking like doors that like they use the same bookshelves. So these bookshelves are actually hidden door bookshelves, which is kind of cool. Like if I click on it, what? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Except for, no, I can't get it back. But whatever, it'll reset eventually, I guess, maybe. Oh, I broke it. There we go. I was like, fuck, I broke my damn wall. Um, that's actually kind of a cool spire. I may need to go run Night Spire. I got that, but yeah, damn it. I need to go figure out. That's kind of cool. I like that. I don't know if I have that one or not. I have to look. I don't think I have that one because I haven't collected it yet. But I might be able to buy it. I don't know. Some of the like the in-game tracking is just poop. Like it really is just poopy. Because it doesn't tell you where stuff is or how to get stuff. It just sometimes it'll say it's an achievement, or sometimes it'll say, "Here's a vendor." But do you need rep for it? Do you got to do that quest? Do you got to do what do you got to do for it? Like this one, first time collection bonus available. Okay, cool. Who makes that? Like the Open Air 10. Okay, cool. This one I can go buy. Like there's so much crap, and you got to buy the junk. Actually, that's kind of cool. Ah, there's a PvP one. Damn, that sucks. That's actually kind of cool looking. 5 of those things. I don't know that I have 5. But those are kind of cool looking. Yeah, so it's like there's a lot of cool stuff. Look at that. That's fucking sick. But where do I get that? I don't know. So I gotta like, and I even downloaded an add-on, all the things or whatever. And it does do a better job of telling you. Let me find out where. Let me go back up to the whatever this thing, this candy thingy was, or is it? But I gotta like know it's there. Like it'll tell you if you might like this tome. No. Well, I'm trying to find something that I don't already have, but whatever. Like Tusk Candle, Housing Founders Point, High Tide Rand, or whatever. Yeah, there are more add-ons for sure already out. Dude, that's sick. I need to go fucking fight. I need to go to Mechagon, apparently. Gnomish testicle. That's cool. That's sick. But yeah, like there's all these quest things. I should already have this one. Why don't I? Oh, I do have it. Okay. I'm like, I have it because this is from the Wild, Wild, Wild Hammer Wedding, and I remember that fucking quest. That was a crazy ass quest. And then you got like random ass platforms. You're like, cool. They're not helpful. I'm trying to find a stupid thing. And of course, you know, when you're looking for something, you can't fucking find it. Blah. But yeah, tomorrow I believe that that's actually kind of cool. We will be getting access to endeavors, which will give us like more things, more housing stuff, and more you know currency, more options to buy stuff. So we definitely gonna have to do that stuff. Trash fire. That's hilarious. Like some of this shit is just like that's cool. I need to go buy that shit. Some of it is like, eh. Everything is some that is hilarious. I want one of these. For 7 grand though. Maybe I don't want it that much. I have one of these though, the Replica Mole Machine. They're pretty cool. I do like it. Um, and again, some of this is crafting and some of this is like not crafting. It's kind of annoying because it's like you got to figure out what's what. Who makes this? See, this is. I already have it. Okay, cool. That's probably crafted then. Still trying to find this stupid thing that I'm looking for. I swear it was like this big tube of energy. And maybe it was that engineering thing I saw up top. Maybe it was this thing. But I swear it wasn't. I swear it was like looked cool as fuck. I'm gonna have to find like a video or something where I saw it. Like there's just so much crap. I just don't have anything done with. You know, like I got my cool lounging room with cool shit on the wall and you know hot tub for hot tubbing. Kicking back. Ani shooting a fireball, which took fucking forever to line it up with her fucking mouth. So it looks like she's actually beaming it out. Same thing for this thing. It took forever to fucking line it up just right. Excuse me. You know, like I have to go buy a bunch of these. Actually, I think I crafted a bunch of these floating eye things. I have to buy a bunch of the candles. Floating book thing is pretty fucking cool. I do like it. This is gonna be expensive to but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I think they're like 70 gold, so ugh, this is gonna be expensive. I mean, I got the cash. It's not like it's gonna break my bank, but that's still, you know, it's a lot of cash, man. And then I got little room over here. I don't know that I can actually edit this floor plan. This room is kind of just meh. Yeah, let's see. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I have enough space to just make another room. And then I've reached my limits. So, you know, that's the thing. And now that's a big old room. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like, there are some people that have put in some serious time and effort into it, and it shows, and that's cool as hell. But, nah. I like collecting the pieces of furniture is much more fun for me than anything else. Oh, what? I'm on the neighborhood quest thing. I don't remember. It's got to be over by a dock or something, but meh. It's alright. I mean, a lot of people just are not even doing anything for housing, you know, and that's. Look at it. Oh, like, why is there a fucking light over this dude's head? Didn't realize that does that when you don't pick up the fly path, but apparently I pick up the fly path. I think this is the trick bookshelf, secretive bookshelf, 125. All right, so fuck, that's expensive, man. Oof. That's expensive. Oof da. So really right now it's just me and Kos, actually. You know that he's like he picked the plot or whatever. And that's his house. His house is okay. He hasn't put a lot of time into it. He had a problem at the beginning of the patch where like it was laggy as hell for him, so he couldn't really decorate his house, which was kind of crappy. So I don't know that he has done. But I mean, it's not a bad house. It's kind of a nice little cozy house. It looks cool, a little cozy. My man doesn't believe in doors apparently for his bedroom, but he's got a cool chandelier and he's got pictures of Terralion for whatever reason. It's cool. I'm hoping that with the expansion, we'll have a couple more people come back. Like Pikachu will probably come back. We get to see some cooler houses, you know? That'd be kind of neat. Maybe. I don't know. Every time I log on, I'm like, man, I remember the olden days. Even before you came along, like vanilla days, it'd be like 20 something people just online, just fucking shooting the shit. Those are good times. God, I remember it was crazy times. There was, you know, people, everyone was leveling. People were like, you know, trying to find groups for stuff. You know, it was a good time. You had a lot of budding, you know, personalities. People sometimes didn't get along, and so you have like I had to be like, shut the fuck up, which you know was always annoying. Where's the fucking dock? I think the dock's over there. And it was a different time. No one really knew how to play the goddamn game. We were all kind of just hoping that we were doing it right. You know, things like fucking elitist jerks were still not really a thing, and fucking Wowhead didn't really exist. I think we were also using like WoW, like a WoW.alakazam and fucking Thoughtbot. Those were our two big things, our two big sites. And WoW Alakazam sucked. It still does technically, but it sucked. All right, here are crabs. There's a crab, dude. In theory, the quest item should be over here, right? This fucking treasure found thing. All right, watch on the shore. There's the watcher on the shore. Where shift, drop anchor, make berth. Look where crabs scuttle. I mean, I imagine it would have been here where there are crabs, but I don't fucking know. I'm not good at doing these fucking dailies on a regular to find the housing stuff because they're a pain in the ass. I gotta go find fucking. I got Wowhead open actually. Let me look at what is it called? Decor treasure. Thank God for Wowhead though. Because that shit's terrible. Okay, Alliance Decor Treasure. Okay. No. Cows, no. Farmers, no. Oh, I gotta find the fucking stupid clue that it gives you. I gotta click on a bunch of them. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. I was like, ah, no. Aha. By the beach immediately below Outer Banks Lighthouse. Okay, okay. So not where I thought. I think this is the Outer Banks right here, right? Actually, no. But it looks like it's on the other side. I flew by this and I didn't see it. Maybe I just flew by too... Nope. Fast. There you should see it. If this was... I don't think this is the right place. This is not the right place. It's also not the Outer Banks. Where the fuck is the Outer Banks? You know what? Pin location. There we go. Which is where... That's where I was. Son of a biscuit. It's totally there. Rude AF. Actually, I was on the other side of the lighthouse. So technically I wasn't there. There it is. I got it. I get a couch. That's a cool couch. Look at that. That's nice looking. It's neat. Sadly, I don't get XP for it, which is baloney. Bull hockey. But I got that done. Alright, let's go back to my house. And there's some cool plots. Like, I literally like spent some time trying to figure out where I wanted to build my house, man. My wonderful fit. Well, sorry, not sorry. Hold on. Bam. There it is. If you're really interested, you should fucking go find it yourself. Bastard. Dude, in the last, like, month, or, well, since this patch dropped, I've been, like, leveling alts like crazy. Because it was so easy to level alts, you know? I ended up, like, figuring out that you just run 5 delves and you can level up from 70 to 80. And if you run the delve with Bran as a healer, you won't die. Because he'll throw down heals and stuff, and he'll throw down potions, just run over them when you're dying. And it's really easy. It's quick. Especially if you're leveling DPS characters. If you're leveling like a tank, it'll take forever, but you'll kill things. If you're leveling a healer, though, that shit takes forever. I also... Okay, hold on. I am going to put book. Book. Yeah. So I was, you know, me. I get bored, and I figured I'm like, let me see how I can level. And so it was, you know, one guy leveled by like exploring. One dude I leveled by just literally flying around exploring. It was actually kind of funny. One dude I leveled by herbing, one by pet battling. And it was okay. Delves were obviously the fastest Faster than questing, surprisingly. If you can clear them quick enough. Yeah, I usually level my disc priest through instances because I got time for not questing through instances. Oh, I said I didn't need all of those books. I could have spent a little bit less cash. Whatever. It's fine. Maybe I'll just... Yeah, it's going to be expensive. It's wall-to-wall books. I did find out that a DK takes a while to DPS, but you won't die. Between self-healing and whatchabajiggers, Bran healing you, it's you don't die. It's just ridiculous, which is nice because not dying is fun. My warlock also was really good for running delves because warlock tank or the warlock pet will just tank it on hold threat really well. And if they start dying, when Bran throws the potions on the ground, if you run over them, they won't just heal you; they'll heal your pet. I ended up clearing like 11s easily enough on them, which was nice. I thought it was cool. I could have run 12s. I kind of wish there was 12s. Where did you end up picking your spot, by the way, in the house? Like, what spot did you end up picking? I know you picked it for the SIB plots, whatever, but where at? In the mountains, in the trees? Because there's some cool fucking areas. It's also kind of stupid that I couldn't make a community fucking thing until the fucking patch. For whatever reason. Nice. The Darkwoods is pretty cool. I debated that because it is kind of like a spooky vibe. Spooky vibes are good vibes. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Oh, I didn't do my weekly for the week. Might as well just go do that really quickly. 10 or 6 quests. Psh, easy money. Like I'm still still rocking blue gloves or a necklace. I forget which. A necklace, yeah. Still rocking it. It's maxed out, but it's still blue. And I just replaced, I think it was either my boots or my gloves with the vault this week from last week's raid. I was so pissed because I was like, like I was hoping that gear would have dropped for me, but it didn't. I haven't done shit this week. Might just do 2 quick delves or something to get some gear, but at the same time, why? It's like the patch drops tomorrow, and we're raiding on Wednesday, so why bother? But I don't know. We'll see. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I got time. Sucks is they're like, oh well, the servers won't be back up till 3 Pacific, which means fucking 5 our time, which means I won't. I might be able to play like after dinner on my Steam Deck. It's not even on my actual computer. I'll be on my Steam Deck with in the living room with the family, Which is okay, because hey, at least I get to play it on my Steam Deck. I just gotta make sure I patch it tonight or tomorrow. But technology, man, technology. I don't need to have like my laptop or like a big ass fucking gaming thing. Just Steam Deck. Let's go. Looking forward to this patch. So I think we're getting a bunch of housing crap. We're getting a catch-up quest, a gear catch-up quest or whatever. Um, we're getting storylines set up for the expansion. Endeavors for housing, community housing, which is stupid that that wasn't available before, but that's what I was trying to get fucking SIB to create instead of a guild one, so that we could have had like a group of us, you know, like all of us could have been on the same area, but it wasn't available, and they didn't really want to go through the effort of it. Not the effort of it. They didn't want to go through the headache of it. Which I get. Whatever. It's fine. It's like, damn it. Would have been nice to have people, you know, in the neighborhood, but whatever. It's fine. If I can turn it into a community thing, it'd be kind of cool, but... what are you going to do? My homeboy is my homeboy. Really, it was like I could have easily like created an alt on their server, whatever, and just invited in just for the, and they use that character to tag a spot. But that's like, well, if anyone in the guild wants to do that, they're gonna have to, you know, join another guild and make housing, and that's kind of like didn't sit right with me. I get it, you know, I don't blame them. You know, you gotta go for your own first, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, this is a climbing quest. At least the climbing quests are fast. They're just annoying. Oh, by the way, I don't know how much wood gathering you have collected. You probably haven't because you probably just tagged your spot and then that's it. But if you have a druid, druids can fly around and interact with the nodes for the wood, for the lumber, without dismounting. So they make ideal people to farm with. Everyone else like has to dismount and, you know, uh, hack away at the tree for a couple seconds, but druids thankfully do not. So it speeds up collection if you do it on a druid. And if you know druid with the way flying is, you don't, you know, you have the fastest flying anyway, so you don't have to worry about fucking like being slower than everyone else. So you just, you know, go just fast. So that's why, like, whenever I'm out farming for whatever wood I need, I always see people flying around on their druids because it's pretty nice. Not having a dismount is really nice. Yeah, I went with the paladin route for and I made a light Draenei paladin whatever. So the rumor mill is that there was a couple months ago there was like a survey that was sent to some players asking them about what class combinations they would want to play. You know, like it was like a lot of them. Like and so from what I saw in this one video that they sent out a new one, and they've narrowed it down to 10, and some of the specs are interesting. Like it's not just, oh, you know, new the same class. It's like I'm thinking where like, would you be interested in playing a support paladin or support priest, which like gives them buffs, kind of like a disc priest, but like also does damage type of thing. A healing hunter, so you'd use your pet and like heal like tinctures and, you know, wound dressings and shit to heal. Um, the one I was really interested in was mage healing. They also had warlock tanking. So the thing is though, like they did that shit during the fucking season of Discovery. Like I don't know if the season of Discovery is still going on. I think it's done with, but like you could heal on a mage, and you could tank on a fucking warlock. You know, And so like to see that come to life would be amazing. I healed on my mage. I did a couple of instances and raids and whatever, and it was awesome as hell. It was very disc-like healing. It was very bubbles, and you have to be proactive with like bubbling people. Be that like okay, I'm gonna bubble on you. When the bubble's over, it'll heal you, type of thing. And so, or if you take damage, it'll heal you. So you had to throw it on people before they took damage, if you knew they were gonna take damage. You also had heal, but it was like less cost effective. So it was interesting to play. Plus, it was on my mage, and it was whatchamajiggering, arcane, which was interesting. But it was pretty cool. I liked it. Like I healed a couple things in the season discovery with it, and that was pretty cool. And I was in groups with warlocks who tanked, and that was also cool. They were kind of like they would go into metamorphosis mode almost, whatever. But it was pretty cool. And like if Blizzard did that in live, in a fucking heartbeat, I would be like, let's go healy healy. You know? I mean, if I could heal as like Frost, that'd be even better. But realistically, it would be cool to heal. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely an interesting experience. It's definitely not easy to do, especially Lobby healing. Um, but I don't know if Season Discovery. I think that's done with. I don't think that server is up anymore. I should look that up because I think that was a separate server than live servers, not like Remix where it's still connected to it. I think I have to like log into like Classic WoW and see if it's available. But it was definitely fun. Like I healed, I think at the time there were two raids, Nomer, and I don't remember what the other. It was really fun. Like there were a lot of things that were just different, and it continued the storyline for certain things, and they messed with vanilla, and I think, I mean, I thought it was pretty fun. Um, like when I played, 40 was that max level, and the only raids available, you could run Nomer as a raid. And then they leveled up the cap to like 50 and then 55. So like I started playing right as they had just raised the level cap to 55. Um, and so it was pretty fun. And then I played until 55, I think, and I couldn't get into groups for things, and so I was like, I think it was in between WoW patches or whatever, so it was like that lull where no one is fucking playing. And once that was done, like the content came out, I was like, okay, well, let me switch back to playing to live. I liked it. I guess it was different. It was cool. They were able to add in new stories and like continue stories, like new quests, and you know, it was pretty neat. Uh, I think it was before, like, I think it ended. I think it was, yeah, it was definitely before they had the huge, massive layoff when they got sold. Because then they got sold, and then no one was happy. That sucked. That was the poopy. But yeah, what are you gonna do? But it was cool just to go back and play in vanilla without being stuck with all the shit that vanilla, all the baggage that comes with vanilla. Like right now, they're pushing hard for the anniversary for Burning Crusade anniversary edition or whatever, and I don't know if I haven't like even played the vanilla anniversary. I'd be lost. But oh hey, green I can sell to send to my warlock to dench. Neat. Um, I played vanilla, or I played vanilla classic vanilla or whatever, vanilla WoW. I played that shit, and like I got to 60 on my mage, and then it was kind of lonely. Like people just weren't playing. There wasn't stuff to do. There wasn't a far, and so I was just like, well, now I'm bored, so I stopped playing it. And then BC came out, and I started leveling. I don't think I actually got. I think I got to like 68 in BC Classic, and then when Wrath came out, I leveled to 76, maybe. I don't remember. I definitely didn't get to like that far. And again, it was boring because there was just no one to play with, and people were, I didn't know any. Like people in chat were trash and just didn't want to play, you know. But it was cool to see. I mean, for people that never played uh, in Wrath, yeah, for sure, it was definitely an experience. For those of us who played in Wrath, without having people to play with, it was definitely boring. Because half the fun of like Wrath was going back and being like, oh man, you remember when this class was overpowered with like your friends, and be like, I'm gonna play this spec because this spec is OP, or this spec was blah blah blah. It was awesome. And then but if you don't have anyone to play with, it was just boring as shit. Because everyone's like, well, we know how to play the game now, so we're gonna do it fast, and we're just gonna run through everything. It's all about like you have to get all this gear requirements to do things, and it was like, bruh, you don't need to have this much gear to fucking do whatever, Max Ramus or whatever. It was insane. People just wanted a quick, easy run. They didn't want to actually enjoy it, so you didn't meet the requirements. Well, fuck it, make your own goddamn group, or don't. No one cared. I did like Remix. Remix was definitely fun because you could play in guild with your, you could be like characters could be in the same guild, like in the actual live guild, and so that's fun. And it uses the same engine or whatever, so you can send yourself things, or you can talk to your friends, or whatever. And so that was cool. I leveled the warrior for the Mop remix. And then for this Legion, I went Paladin. I don't know what I'm going to level for the next remix. I don't know what the next remix is going to be, because after Legion was BFA. BFA was poopy. So then the next one would be Shadowlands remix. And I don't know that I want to play Shadowlands remix. Shadowlands was not that great. Like, if not Shadowlands remix, then a remix it would be Dragonfly, but I don't think it would be. It would have to be Shadowlands. Or if they really want to go, OP, awesome idea, the fucking mod at the beginning, when they finally let you skip, it was like the best fucking thing ever. You have to go and find the goddamn people in the shade in the mall, find the people, and then you can't mount up, and ugh. But if they really want to be awesome, they would do Vanilla Remix or Burning Crusade Remix, or any of those, like the original things remix. Vanilla, Burning Crusade, or Wrath. They make those in a remix, everyone's in. Because people would fucking farm that. Maybe. But I think the interest is there. I know I would definitely play it. I just should see what the fuck I got in my... I would definitely play it. Oh my gosh, shitty trinket. Don't even know where it went. I would definitely play it. I know a lot of people would, because hey, it's... But yeah, I get it. It would be too big. Maybe BC. I don't know. I mean, Legion is It probably would have to be BC because Legion is Burning Isles are pretty big. The Broken Isles are pretty big, but who knows? Yeah, maybe. If not for the fact that like they've had to cut staff down a lot, Warlords Remix would be trash. Because Warlords was trash. Yeah, that was the whole point of Warlords though, was garrisons and fucking savage bullshit. Like that was just nah. And that's the problem, is that they're running out of expansions to remix. But I mean, the Mob remix was what, last year? Or 2024? Some stuff about the garrisons were okay. Like not having to farm ore and like herbs and stuff was cool because you had it in your garrison. But that shit was boring, dude. There was like nothing to do. Like in your garrisons, for the most part. If you were, again, in the garrison things were kind of fun to solo or to have people in. But like, I think I might have done like one or two invasions or whatever in garrison invasions, and that was it. Like with people, most of them I just did it by myself because it was like, well, no one's on. I'm just gonna do it now because I got to do it, and it was okay. It's not like I was hating on it or something, but it just it could have been much better. I mean, to be fair, that applies to most of Warlords. It could have been much better. There was, I think part of the problem was there. I don't remember if I actually got all my 5 quests. I'll just do this fucking daily, whatever. I think I already did them all. There was no skin in the game, because at the end of the day, we're in an alternate universe and we just leave them behind. Although technically, we did get the orcs, the Maga orcs from that universe or whatever, but still, otherwise, nothing we did there changed. Like people died for nothing. Like we lost a Velen, but we still have Velen. Velen's still here. We met what's her name, the fucking paladin chick who was a baddie, and then we never saw her again afterwards. Yeah, Yrel. Murad died, and then that was it. That was his story. He just died. We're like, okay, cool. That sucked. We met all these cool ass characters that were like, they really were like these like niche characters that like if you were a Warcraft fan or whatever, like you'd be like, oh yeah, that's this dude from this thing, or you like we ran into fucking Mankrik and his girlfriend, I think at the time. I think it was his girlfriend. Might have been his wife. I don't remember. But like it was all these like things and it was like cool. But then we left. They just got left behind. Again, the Maga orcs actually do have you go like they're the orcs or whatever are from that timeline or a timeline like that or whatever, and they show up and you have to rescue them from the army of the light that is destroying them. And yeah, we did have to chase down Gul'dan, but then he dies, and it's like, okay, but there's still a Gul'dan here, so meh. Like he ran away. Didn't we end up? We had to go into fucking Legion to kill him. We didn't even get to kill him there. Like that was the crappy part. It was like, wait, what? This guy's still around? Why? We never got to see, fucking Hellscream be a badass or Doomhammer be a badass. All the cool people were. They're like, okay, well they died. Oh, look, that's Duratan. That's great if you played, Horde, because, hey, Thrall, but if you were Alliance, you didn't really run across that fucker until, like, the very end, and you're like, why are we helping this fucker? It was just very meh. It really was, and it was sad, because they tried something, it didn't work out, and it sucks because then it kind of discourages them from trying again, because people didn't like it. And I mean, there are things that I would have loved. I would have loved to have had more, but like, what's the storyline in the spires of the Varak or the whatever the Sethek area? Like the one people, excuse me, hate the other people, and okay, cool, but no one cares. Or what's like the fucking storyline in the Gorgrond? I don't honestly remember what the actual zone storyline was. I just remember we were trying to chase down the uh, dudes, the orcs or whatever, to stop them from doing something or other, recruiting someone. I don't even remember. And there was like these big old like forest of like vines and shit that I don't even remember the storyline for because they just didn't do a good job of explaining it. We never even stepped foot in the fucking horde zone. They never stepped foot in ours. I mean, they might have stepped foot in ours. I don't remember. But like, we never went to that. So that was like a zone that was completely wasted on half the game population. Yeah, I know it was plant people versus rock people, but like, there wasn't a lot of explanation. It was kind of like, and even like the plant people versus rock people, it was kind of, I think it was like a daily area. So you have to like do the dailies to get to like really where you start doing stuff for them. I don't even remember. Because I would just run away from them because I was like, I don't got time for these fuckers, you know? Ain't no one got time for that. I need to do one more activity. Yeah, we did the auction eye. Yeah. So we should have quested more in fucking Shatreth. We never really went into Shatreth. You know, like that was wasted opportunity because that would have been so awesome. We saw the crypts. We saw what turned into the Shadow Labyrinth, I think, or maybe not. I think we just saw the Ashanai tomb or crypts or whatever, which no one ran in BC. No one ran crypts. Very rarely, or crypts heroic. I ran it, and it was like a 4-hour slog. we had a guild run going, and it was a slog. I don't even remember why we wanted to run it. It was, and I can tell you who was in the group. 4 of the 5 people who were in the group. It was me, Tweeb on his rogue, Thorel on his hunter. I don't remember who was tanking, and Penny on her fucking priest. I don't think you ever met Penny. She was cool. Her and Thor actually dated, and then they broke up, but she was still cool, so she stayed in guild. I don't remember like what her priest's name even was. Fuck it, let's do it. We'll see if I can do an 11. I should be able to do an 11 theory. Maybe. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot. Oh god, it's the fucking egg. Oh well, the eggs are not bad. It's the ones where like they have the fucking the webs suck because those things come back. But yeah, so we did it. It was a 4-hour thing. We started at like, I don't know, it was like 11 or whatever. By the time we were done, it was like 2, 3 in the morning, and we had been broken several times. All the mobs have respawned at least twice. There were mobs that like would fear you, and there were some that would mind control you, and it was just the fucking eyeball boss had like the healing debuff where you couldn't get healed if you were in the circle, but you had to be in the circle for whatever. It was, oh my god, it was so bad. God. I don't remember if we cleared it, honestly. At this point, we might have cleared. No, I don't think we ever finished it. I think we couldn't get past. No, maybe it's been so long that I don't remember. Was it with the guy I'm supposed to talk to? Oh, he's in the next room. Okay. I was like, I didn't fucking see him. It was really bad. Like it was seriously just so bad. And that was the last time I went in that fucking instance. Until like, you know, the LFG tool happened and then, you know, it was like super easy mode. Cause it was legitimately just mass poopy. Oh my god, it was so bad. So bad. But it's a great story now, but at the time, we were just so like, oh my god, we were just so stubborn. We refused to give up because we were like, no, we've got this far. We've invested our time and we got to make it worthwhile. And it was a mistake. It was just really bad and oh, but it was fun, you know. It was a good time. You know, it was one of those things where it was like you did it with guildies. We did it for Penny because she wanted a piece of gear from there. I think it was like something off the last boss. I don't even remember because it's been so long. I want to say, dude, I was in campus dorms. So I was like a sophomore or junior or something. I don't remember, but it was no, it couldn't have been sophomore because I wasn't in the dorms by the time WoW came out. So I don't even remember. God, like it just I don't even remember when it was. I have to have been a junior in college. I was out of dorms already. Yeah, I don't know, man, but oh, it was. I just remember just being up. I don't think you ever met Thor. He was funny. He was the guy that I couldn't afford to buy Fear Beasts in fucking Karazhan for the fucking Wizard of Oz fight where you had to fear the fucking what's his name? Oh god, he's where that came from. So I couldn't afford to buy that ability, so I don't have it. And I was like, you motherfucker. Oh, it was so funny. God, that shit was hilarious. I mean, I still use it I fucking use it with like with fucking SIV or whatever. I throw that shit in there like I couldn't afford it. And it was funny because I do it as a joke, and he was just dead. Oh fuck me, dead ass serious. Okay, so you know, this is fun. That's the wrong fucking target. Still the wrong target. At least I kill things pretty quickly. Oof. S5. It's another ambush, I think. As I fucking stand in, whoops. I don't think that this counts as no, does not, because he just despawned. Fuck. I think those guys? Yeah, those guys count. Stupid duty guys. God, you know, playing this game for so fucking long, and it's just there are people that I miss, you know, playing with. You know, it's just people that you just miss caring up. Like their personality and everything. You know, I don't think you ever met him, but Ryan was like one of the best, nicest people ever. He was like Canadian, but like legit Canadian, like the friendliest guy ever. He stopped playing before we hit. He stopped playing during BC. Yeah, because he stopped somewhere because he was a druid. He was a tank. And you might have met him. I don't remember, but like his fucking druid name was like Philithis or whatever like that. And so we just could not fucking pronounce it. So we would just make fun of his name. To the point where when name changes were added, he fucking bought one for his druid and changes his druid's name to Nemesis because people just could not fucking pronounce Valilithus. I mean, his hunter name was like Aethyr. Aithyr, I believe it was, or whatever. He was a really nice guy. Sweet guy. I do wonder what happened to him. Like, you know, he just stopped playing. Well, no, he didn't just stop playing. He had graduated college and he was living at home and he had to move to a different city. Yeah, you might not have met him. He was a really nice guy. If you knew him, you'd be like, yeah, I remember him. He was a really nice guy. He sounded like Kermit the Frog almost. He was active during BC. The vanilla in BC. Have you ever? Yeah, and so, but you might not have really interacted with him. Sweetest guy ever. He really did sound like Kermit the Frog, which was great, because like we would be running something and people would get a voice chat and be like, "What the fuck?" They'd laugh at him because it's Kermit the Frog voice. Really, it was rare. I thought you joined in BC. Holy shit! I was thinking you joined in BC, but okay. Yeah, then you probably wouldn't have met him. Shame. He was the sweetest guy ever. He graduated college. Yeah, I think by that point he had finished. He had stopped playing. But he had graduated college and he had to move to a new city. And so he moved out of his parents' house because he lived with his parents. You know, whatever. But he was like, he didn't curse. He would say, "Mother of pearl." You know, he was like that type of like really nice kid that he wouldn't curse. He would curse on us. If he was really pissed off, he'd curse. And it was usually when we were PvPing or he'd be getting ganked on a character. Then he'd be like, you know, mad shit talking. But it was good times. But yeah, he was really nice. We loved him. He definitely didn't meet Callie. She was a mage. Callie Ann, I believe, was her mage name. She and her boyfriend joined the guild in vanilla. And they're both in high school. They're Southern kids. Yeah, you had a snackage run. Snackage runs gave people fucking PTSD. And they were supposed to, because if you could like chill and not take yourself seriously enough to like survive a snackage run, you'd fit in just fine. If you took it too serious, then you know you were not gonna do well. I don't know that anyone actually that got to the snackage point run with Minxie Pie and that did bad. Like there are people that let her die, but no one took it like, oh my god, fuck this chick. There were a couple people that didn't realize what we meant when we were like, it's gonna be a stress test, and they're like, what? They're like, oh my god, why is she bullying more? Oh man, snackage runs were the best. It was always on her priest. No, not priest. Sorry, it was on her mage because her mage was a fire mage, and so she would pop blazing speed and just fucking run around the goddamn zone, just tagging every fucking mob ever. And if you weren't a class that could AoE or like get threat off of her, oh my god, you were just boned. It was so much fun. Man, we were really mean to our fucking recruits. Like you look back on, you're like, fuck. Like, you know what? We're gonna traumatize you right off the bat. But it was funny, you know. It was a good time. We were usually in vent, laughing our asses off at the person and making jokes and just shit talking and whatever. And so it was fine. You know, anyone that joined the guild, I tried to do the best that I could to kind of like vet people, so that we didn't get people that were, you know, too stuck up or whatever, like tryhards. And you know, we did have some conflict personalities here and there. Ah, oh, god damn it! As I was fucking hitting my thing, that's shitty. Dude was almost dead too. Shut up, Bran. Nostalgia killed me. But there are people I wonder, you know, where they are. Like I wonder where Callie ended up. She joined. Like I said, she and her boyfriend who was a paladin called Warvin, joined, and he was like 50 something, and she was 40 something. And they played together, and then they broke up. But they still, well, before they broke up, they still were playing together, whatever. Um, and we had spot for a healer, and so we brought him in at 55 because he was key because we needed a person. And we're all dying. I don't remember what boss it was, but we're all dying. We're all dying, and he's still alive. And I'm like, fucking heal your little shitty heart out. I think he was Rhett at the time. I was like, heal, just whatever you can. And then like the healers are just dropping one by one. I'm like, fucking bubble and throw heals. And we managed, I want to, it might have been, wasn't Magmadar. Maybe it was Magmadar. I think it might have been Magmadar. It was early on. But like we did it with like a handful of people left alive, like literal like 6-7 people left alive. And it was like the coolest fucking thing ever because a 55 fucking paladin was alive, you know, and like was healing. And it was insane because it was one of those things where you could say, hey, we did that shit, you know? And that was fun. But his girlfriend Callie was really nice chick. I forget why. I think she was a mage, and she ended up getting a piece of gear on her first Molten Core run, and she was so excited that I was like, "You should fucking make a like a sign that says I heart Jed, and post it on the forum." And she did. So there's a like on our old forum a sign like of her holding a sign that says I heart Jed. And she was a cute girl too, so I was like, yeah, that's right. Cute girl, you know, sign saying I heart Jed. It was the best thing ever. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm hitting on her. It was just like it was just was random fucking thing. And she was just so happy that she got gear and that she got to raid and whatever that she did it. It was cool. She played through BC, and then she graduated high school and kind of had to stop playing for a bit, and then she came back somewhere in there. I don't remember where exactly. Like halfway through maybe. But she just couldn't dedicate the time to gear up and play, you know, and so she ended up just stopping. A lot of people, that's the story for a lot of people. You know, people just stop playing, and you know, it happens. Man, they're, you know, I wonder how she's doing. You know, she probably is like married with kids because she was fucking 17, 18 when she joins, you know? This was before we had our you gotta be 18 to join rule. Uh, I think she was 17. I probably could look up like an old forum because the forum's down. Forum went down because I let the thing lapse because you know no one's using the forum. We're all on Discord, so I let the website lapse. So it went down. I don't think I ever saved a actual thing for it. I should have. Would have been smart if I'd have saved the backup of like the last. But I know that there was definitely updates before then that I definitely saved, but I don't know. But I probably could still find it if I really wanted to. There are ways. But either way, she was pretty fun. Who else? Penny, I wish you know, she was cool. I wonder where she ended up. Fuck. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Oh, fuck. Fuck. This is not going well. That is a lot of mobs heading my way. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Boogie, fuck. I'm fine. Oh, fuck me. I mean, I can kite, but actually, I think these dudes reset. And I think I learned that the hard way because I had someone that was almost dead. Because I tried running, like, I think a 9 by myself before the last patch or whatever, back when it was actually still hard to do nines by yourself, or to do nines, period. And I kited this boss, like there was a mini boss up here, and I kited the shit out of him. But he'd get to like halfway through this platform, and then he would despawn. So I had him nearly dead, and I had all my cooldowns up at the time, and then he despawned, and then I just could not get him lower, like low again to that point, and so I just ended up wiping a bunch of times and lost all my lives. All right, so back to who? I think Tweeb. You definitely didn't know Tweeb. He stopped playing. Oh, he went to college, and that's why he stopped playing. He wanted to be a doctor, but I don't actually know what he ended up majoring in. He was in one of the. I think he was also like a Dakota boy or something. He was like one of those like maybe Montana. I don't remember. But yeah, he was like one of those like states no one lives in type of things like you. But yeah, that was let's see. I mean, God, there's so many people. I don't even know like who I would like. If let's say I had like the opportunity to people we played with or whatever, who would I want to meet up with or just hang out with? I don't even know at this point. Like it's just been, it's hard to pick people at this point because it's just been so long. There's a handful of people like, yeah, for sure, I would love to hang out with Callie and fucking Ryan and whatever. But uh, it's like there's just so many people that have come and gone. 20 years of playing the game, man. 20 years of playing the game. There have been so many people that have just stopped playing, and for all of the availability of the internet and talking to people, whatever, I've met less than 10 people that I played WoW with. Maybe a little bit more than that. Like that were in guilds. There was you, there was Fofer, obviously Minx, Brawly, Chili. Actually, I've never hung out with Chili. I don't think I hung out with him. Maybe I did. I don't remember if he hung out a little bit at one of the BlizzCons. Um, I met Roldan. I met Obed. You don't know Obed, but you knew Roldan. He was a mage. Uh, they were both nice guys. I played. I hung out with Orv. He came by town and on his way to Wisconsin, and so I hung out with him. Oh man, I just remembered. I remembered someone I would have loved to have met. You definitely didn't know him. He was from Vanilla. He was my paladin class leader. His name was Schmidt, and he was just like fucking crazy fun guy, kooky as fuck. He's like, he was fun. He was a nice guy, very kooky. Um, could fucking take a joke like no one's business. I don't remember why he stopped playing. I think he just stopped. Let's see who else. But he would have been. I would have loved to have hung out with him because he was a nice guy. So in Manila, we fell apart. The guild fell apart. Not we. The guild fell apart. And I had to put it back together. So we had been like everyone's been leveling up. We're starting to get people at like, max class. And then one of former officers like, hey, we need some DPS if you want to bring some, do you guys want to do Molten Core? And so I was like, sure. Like me and like two or three people were like, yeah, sure, we'll do Molten Core, whatever, it's fine. Did we get, we got loot. There was no DKP. It was just like, cool. And so we ran with the guild, and the guild is called Priory. They're nice people. It's actually where I ended up meeting Minx of all people, of all places. And it was a fun time. We were clearing, and then one of my officers, actually, my priest officer, because you know, you remember back then you needed like class officers, because fuck, where's my there we go. Fuck, dude, these dudes hit hard when you don't have a fucking tank. Not having a tank sucks for running this, but I can do it. I can do it. But the fucking they poached my priest officer, unfortunately, and so once he left, people like started joining their guild because they thought, oh, we're gonna all join, or they thought like, hey, people are leaving, we're just gonna go join this guild because we can do stuff, which sucks because it's like we had, especially like me, like I had run with that group a lot. Like as we were waiting to like as we were leveling up, like I had leveled up like a different character to play just for our group. So I wasn't even gonna run like I was like my mage will run with them and I will level up, my warlock or my hunter or whatever I was gonna run because I had more than one. I should have waited. Should have waited full. Oh, fuck. Um, but people started leaving, and so then it was just me and like a handful of people, and it sucked. And I was demoralized. I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I don't want to leave my guild. I want to stay in my guild. This is my guild. I started it in college. Originally, it was like me and a bunch of buds from our LAN party. We'd have like a LAN party club on campus. Um, and then they all decided to go horde, and it just left me as alliance. And I was like, they did it when I went to go when I went out for lunch. Like we're at a LAN party, we're all playing, and they're all leveling, and they're like, oh, we decided to go horde. When I came back from like getting lunch, and they're like, oh yeah, we decided to go horde. So we're all re-rolling. And the time you can only have one faction on the account for server for like PvP servers, right? Yeah, it was very real. I was so pissed. I was like, we've got like a guild. We're like we got the tabard. No, we got I got the fucking thing. We just need like 2 more signatures. At this point, I'm like level 12 or something. I was in the we were like there. I was like, this is put effort in. I don't want to go horde. Like, why? Yeah, you have to get people to sign and shit, and it was like, but why am I doing this? Like why would you guys do this? Like it's so shitty because they wanted to play the cooler class, which I get. You know what? Honestly, uh, that was a complaint that Horde got the cool looking class, the cool looking classes, and Alliance were meh. Because like Torn were awesome looking, and fucking Undead were like badasses, and like all that shit was cool as hell. But Alliance had nothing. We had a fucking boy king. I'm gonna die here. Fuck. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Fuck. I'm gonna die in this instance. This is not a good instance for me. Okay. Oh, fuck. But and so they left. I made it for myself, and then the people were leveling, and then people started leaving for that. Uh, I had mentioned that like one of my former officers was the one that invited me to the group or whatever. He was actually a really bad officer, and I should never have made him an officer. I learned the hard way that some people just don't have it in them to be officers. But he was a dick. He was just not a nice guy. Not that he was a horrible bad guy. He wasn't like trolling chat. Well, he was trolling in trade chat, but it wasn't like But he was just annoying, and he would just get on people's nerves, and he drove people away. And then he left, and we were like, okay, cool. And then people left to go that guild, and so it was just me, and I had to redo everything. I might actually do this. Nice. And so then I started rebuilding the guild, and met up with invited someone that was friends with Minx, and whew, only 1 death. Nice. Dude, fuck yeah, dwarves were awesome. All of them were fun, you know? It was, fuck, dwarves were OP. Fearward was, like, just seriously OP as fuck. But yeah, so I started hanging out with running with of all people with Minx, and you know, like her guild and my guild, like she was the guild master of her guild, and we kind of formed an alliance. You know, we raided together. We didn't have enough people to do between the two guilds. We didn't have enough people to do full molten core, but we definitely would have like a 40 people, a 30 people group, or 25 to 30 people from between our two guilds, and then we would pug the remaining 10 people or so. So it was like we were one of like the few molten core pug runs. It was because it was mostly, it wasn't like all pug. It was mostly more than half guild or guild adjacent, you know? I think I gotta get a brooch. Oh shit, son! I finally got a fucking upgrade. I just went up 2 fucking eye levels. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so happy. I still need to upgrade. Like I got to like 667s, but oh my god, 2 fucking eye levels. Jesus. So yeah, so then I started. You know, that's how we ended up having to. You know, I had to rebuild everything. You know. So there's a lot of people between then and, you know, from like when I started the guild till the rebuild till even now that have like they're around for a long time, then they left, and but they're still around, you know, like be cool to see some people come back. I'm just so glad it's not a fucking blue. Like I have, I think, one ring that's veteran bullshit. The rest of my gear is and then bracers. A ring, bracers. Yeah, those are the worst pieces of gear that I have. A ring and a bracer. Yeah, because both my trinkets are there, and my weapon is, yeah. The rest of my gear is heroic or champion, or hero or champion or whatever. They're better. So it's like, well, let's see. I will get a 694 tomorrow. Nice. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I honestly should just sit down one day and just like record my fun vanilla story, or just WoW history stories or whatever, as like TikToks, and just be like, oh, let me sit down and let me tell you the story of, you know, an inspect defensive. That guy was a fucking jackass. Um, oh, I got another little vanity pet. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like, back in my day, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even feel that's something people want, you know? Could be, could not be. Who knows? Be kind of cool to do. Just get all my fucking old stories back, like somewhere, before I get old and forget them all. As can happen. As can happen. God. Look, I have fucking so many fucking stories. There was the Brawly made fun of Minx's mom who had passed away story, which was the funniest thing ever. There was the guy who thought that it would be cool if you told us that he liked it when a chick stuck a finger in his butt when they were doing it, and which we weren't, not judging. You do what you do, you. But we didn't know him that well, and you know, he was relatively new to the guild, and he was like, "Yeah, it was, you know, when you're banging a chick and she puts her finger in your butt." And Brawley and I we were running something with him, and we were like, "What the fuck? Where did like what?" It was the weirdest thing. There was the Barry Ew story, which is one of the you know, it was great. You might have met Barry. I don't remember, but yeah. All right. It is unfortunately 12 after 12, which means it's time has elapsed. Dude, the fucking guy that left his laptop. That was a great story, and I don't think he ever got into a fucking run. Didn't you friend him? Like battle tag net in front or whatever? That guy was fucking weird, man. That was just like, oh, I just met you. Hey, watch my shit. And he was like, he was talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna get some chicks drunk, and we're like, what the fuck? That was so weird. He was trying to find the raid group in the fucking lobby. I fucking hope you're not. That was so fucking weird. Oh, maybe I will write some of these stories down or like make TikToks of them. I don't know. Tales from WoW. Oh, should have done it for the 20th anniversary, honestly. That would have been a great thing, but it's, 20 years of playing the fucking game. Like, the guild is actually 21. We turned 21 this year, or last year, in 20. No, actually, I take that back. We turned 21 this year. We turned legal this year, or we turned drink legal. What? But we turned 20, like 20 years of playing. We're going on 21 now. Wow, it's like, I have seen some shit. I have heard some shit. I have done some shit, It is some fun times. Stuff that, like, nowadays you would never happen because people will just, that's not, I have traumatized some people. No, I am old, dude. I'm fine with being old. There's nothing wrong with being old. There's something wrong with being an asshole that's old. If you're a grumpy old man, that's fine. If you're an asshole old man, that's different altogether, All right, I am off. I'm going to go and I might run. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. But I am done for the night. Thank you for hanging out, chat. I appreciate it. I know you stayed up late to the chat. Thank you. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Hopefully servers are stable by the time I start my stream. We'll explore all the new crap that the new expansion brings to us. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Guess we'll find out, huh? It'll be a fun time, honestly. Maybe, maybe not. But thank you everyone else for hanging out. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And hopefully I will see everyone at the next one. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Be safe. Be awesome. I'll catch you next. Take it easy, everyone.